Why is my computer taking off? I swear, I can never win. That's interesting. Huh. It's faster than the VLC stream. I wonder why. If I add this as a VLC video source, do HTTP. It's not working. Maybe I just put the pin. Where is it? Here it is. Why is it so small? Huh. For some reason it's not working. I'm trying to get a second camera working and it's not working all of a sudden. Stop, pause when not visible, unpause, always play. Which URL? Let's try that. Lord, it's just not working. Well, still setting up some video. Just trying to get the best angle and still have some light. Hopefully I can get something situated. This video source is not working though. I have a second video source and I can't get it to work. Alright, sound's working. Interesting. Huh. Ah, Lord, OBS, come on. Behave yourselves. Well, it didn't work either. That's very strange. It's the same URL I have on the other one. It's just not showing up. Where's there it is, it's hiding. OBS should not set something as a minimum of 1 pixel. It's pretty stupid. Oh, there it is. No, not clockwise, counterclockwise. All right. Yeah, it's going to be the camera's going to be in the way. Really no way around that. That angle's not very good. It's a little better. It's a little bit better. Let me why are you not working? I want focus. There we go. Autofocus isn't working. I'm going to turn it off. Yeah, this Logitech C, what is it, 922 Pro? It's just garbage for the price. I expected it to be much better. I'm going to buy something else though. Alright, well that's good enough. Whatever. So now the camera's in the way. Oh well, what are you going to do? Kind of pointless. I might just turn that off. It's going to be slow too. Look how slow it is now. Look. Now if I add it as a browser source, what is it? 1058. I don't know what the resolution is. 1024 by. I think it's 720p. I'll just do I'm using the IP camera for a couple iPhones and using them as, see if they overheat and die. We'll see. Hi, Larry. Sorry, I'm away from my microphone. Hey, Larry. Nice to see you on the stream. I'm just gonna be doing just fiddling with some stuff, nothing special. But just letting people pop in and chat. I'm from New York. I'm living in Tennessee for a while. That's not right. It's the opposite. 480. Alright, I think I got this camera working. Clockwise. Alright, so we'll put that over there. Yeah, now it's got better refresh rate now running on the as a browser. I add a delay to that? Oh shit, how do I not knock my coffee over? Shit. Oops. Huh. Yeah, that's just like in the way there. I need to put this camera up higher. I don't have another bracket though to use. I need to. What if I did this? That's a little bit better. Kind of my perspective, really. I got a lock focus. Well, then you can see more than just. I can get this out of the way, but then it's going to be at an angle, which is not too bad. That's probably better. Ideas? Anybody got ideas? What's better? That's almost straight on. Problem is, can I solder back here? I usually solder this close, right here, which means I would have to do that. It's not as bad. At least you can see it on both now. Yeah. I'm gonna have to put this camera. It's a little better now. Everything seems to have buffered. Alright. Well, I'm gonna stop fiddling with this. This camera's probably gonna get hot. We'll see if it keeps working. If not, oh well. I'm hoping there's enough light. I moved the camera. Let me fix the focus. It's not gonna do it. Alright, I clearly need to build some kind of special mount for this. Because it needs to be a little bit closer. Is that better? A little bit closer. A little bit better. Is that better? I don't like the angle, but that's as far as it's gonna go. Ah, shoot. Yeah, that top camera's not really helping anything, is it? I mean, you can see a little. If I got stuff over here, you can see what I'm doing. Like, yeah, I don't know if that's useful for anything. We'll just leave it for now. Try it out. Watch it later, see what it looks like. I'm gonna make sure that this camera's got the full. Yeah, it's got the full resolution. Alright, well, I'm gonna put some LEDs probably on the back of this board. Actually, I can't do that because it's got this on there. Let's take that off. No, let's do another one. I'm gonna use, hold let me get another board. Hey, Mike. Yeah, I mean, if I can get it set up where I can just push a button and always turn it on while I'm doing something, I don't mind doing that at all. As long as it doesn't take away from, you know, my projects. And streaming is actually a lot easier than recording video, shuffling video, editing video, and then uploading in video, you know. I was trying to find a way. Is there a way to record video up to a cloud service? Because that would be cool. Because then I could, you know, I only really need to make minor edits. Take out any personal information, cut the beginning and the front, add some transitions. You know, and then maybe I'll have time to make actual well-produced videos where I can actually maybe do a tutorial video where I actually prepared and have some stuff on the screen and be able to go over stuff. I think that would be cool. But streaming is just a lot easier. You just turn it on and that's it. And then, you know, you wait for YouTube to process it and then you're done. Is that too bright? Is it in focus? I don't know what to do with the second camera. Right now it's just kind of sitting there. This is going to be in the way. But I mean, it gives a bigger view of my bench. I think I'm going to put it higher so that you can see my entire bench. So if I have something else going on over here, you can kind of see it. And the problem is this camera doesn't have autofocus. It doesn't work right. So, alright, let's turn some stuff on. Hot air, iron. Oops, not lights. Oops, sorry about that. Put you in the dark. I was rewiring some stuff. I got some switches to control different things now. Before I was just plugging and unplugging lights. In fact, I have more lights. Let me test that on this. Might as well test that now. I have more lights. Oh, where's that wire though? Where's the wire that plugs them in? There we go. Let me see if this gets better with a better light. Because I hooked this up as an option to test out. Oops. Let's see. I don't really have anywhere to put the light. I have to put some kind of bracket. Ooh, that's bright. That's, how much better is that? Huh. I might have to figure out how to get this light over here. Maybe I could just put them over here. No, it's going to be angled then. I could just hang them here. Oh, that's probably too much. Too hot. Alright, let's unplug that and see if it's really worth it. Nah, not really. I'll figure something out with that. It's 3 more LED strips. Doesn't really make up for anything though. I can bump the brightness up and just be good just as well. Alright, what am I going to put on this board? I'm going to put these, well no I can't do that, can I? That's not going to work. Shoot. I'm going to do something with these lights right here. I think I'm going to do something with these ones too. Jeez, I gotta clean this bench out. Sorry. Making a freaking mess. Kind of do need some extra light though around. Maybe I'll do a circle light around here because I'm gonna create shadows. Yeah, it's kind of shadowy. I don't have a light. It's kind of blocking my light. This camera setup here. I got this camera. I mean this light. Jeez. Where does this go? I think it's a different color though. Which one is this? This is the lightning connector. There we go. Yeah, that's just not going to work. Yeah, that's kind of weird. I mean, it's more light, but it's a different color. It's blue. That's not going to work. I'll leave it on in case I need it. Alright, back to what I was doing. Oops, it's backwards. These are supposed to be addressable white LEDs. I hope they are. I hope they are what they're supposed to be, because otherwise they won't work. You know, I definitely got some kind of chip in there. Yeah, definitely some kind of chip in there. Oh, don't drop it on the floor. So, I thought I would put those on there, and those will let you control white LEDs with a PW, not a PWM, but an addressable grayscale, gray level. So, I don't know if I should just hot air these. Does anybody have a preference? You want to see hot air or hand solder? Doesn't really matter to me. One thing I could think is if I hot air the back and this isn't level, it might mess up the ones in the front. I might do these. I'll do both. How about that? I will do both. I really need to get me a slim vise. A stick vise, I'm sorry. I wish somebody would send me a stick vise. I might make one. They're a little expensive. Oh, jeez, why is this not working? need to modify this thing. That thing's popping out the other side. This is broken. This thing doesn't... I need a wing nut on there. That piece keeps falling out. This is all loose, loosey-goosey. Alright. Move that up a little bit. Hand soldering, huh? Should I use the fat tip or should I change it? I'll use the fat tip. People that don't do SMD have big fat tips. So I can just show you that you can do it. I think you can. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think I've soldered neopixels like this. I'm going to go ahead and put this, I'm going to take these out and put this back up. This is my tape holder. It's got all my SMD components on it. I'm just going to take those two out that I need. I think that's all I need. I definitely need more light here. Or maybe I will hook those lights back up. Alright, now I'm looking at these shadows and I'm like, I think I'm gonna hook this light back up and just try it out. Problem is I have nowhere to help. Maybe I can zip tie it up. I can just hang it there. Can I hang it on this side with this hook? How's that look? Is that too harsh? Do I have to refocus maybe? Maybe I'll just refocus. Ugh, stupid camera. Software's terrible. Why give me a slider? Why do I have to use a slider? Give me values that I can type in. This is so I can't even control it because when you let go, it moves. I gotta install the old Logitech C922 drivers, but I don't think they worked on my computer. This is the new driver. It's just got stupid interface. What if I do autofocus and then uncheck it? Ugh. Maybe something high contrast, maybe. No. That's weird. The light brightness went down. Why would the brightness be affected? Why is the brightness changing? Oh, I have auto white balance off. I have autofocus off. Why is it adjusting? Look. This is stupid, man. Oh man, what is going on here? Oh, my camera's falling? Is my camera falling down? It is. I kept doing this yesterday and wondering why my camera was messed up. It's because it's falling. No! Why is it changing though? That's what I don't understand. Get back up there. Get there. I gotta get a permanent mount for this. It's just too loose. Why is... You see what I'm saying? Look, watch this. Watch the brightness get brighter. Why would the brightness change when I have everything set to manual? You bunch of idiots. Terrible software. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Alright, I need something, maybe I just need something bigger. Like a bigger circuit board. No! Alright, this is a bad setup. I'm gonna have to fix this. I'm just like dropping stuff on top of itself. It falls. Alright, put this back there. And then we're gonna autofocus. I'm gonna take it off. And we're gonna take that off. And it's still dark. Alrighty then. Well, I have a zip tie over here. Let me zip tie this up. You guys are probably getting frustrated with me now. Like, what the hell is he doing? I thought he was doing a stream. This ain't no stream. This is all fiddling with shit. Well, yeah, I am fiddling with shit. Jesus Christ. How's that? Lord. Sorry, I was set up and now I'm all messed up. Fix my white balance. Alright, and now screw this. I'm just going to manually focus. This thing's stupid. Look what happened to this camera. Woo! Got knocked all over the place. Is this going to stay there? Why is it bouncing around? Alright, is that going to work? I think that's going to work. Now I have enough light to actually see what I'm doing. Although why it keeps... It's not as bad now. Apparently when you set the autofocus and then uncheck the autofocus, it doesn't just lock the focus, it keeps some kind of brightness, auto brightness set up. It's very strange. Oops, I need to minimize OBS. Okay, I think I'm done. Let's get started. There wasn't, it keeps changing. It gets better. I'll have to figure out how to tweak that. No, I can't see my monitor in front of me because this light's right in my face. I can't see. That's why I wanted the lights lower. I can't read the chat. Alright, well, yeah, this just really isn't working out. This just isn't working. higher, like up here. Nah, I'm gonna take this light off. It's just pissing me off now. Until I have a way to mount it out above my desk, I'll build some kind of bracket that sticks out. It's still alright, right? It's still pretty, still not too dark, is it? I can bump the brightness up a little bit. Problem is I can't really see, but I'll manage. I will manage. Alright, well let's just do this, and if it comes out like crap, I'll do it again. Alright. If this camera starts dropping, let me know. If it starts going out of frame. Here, I'll put a reference here. So you know that I didn't move it. Alright, so. Alright. Good, 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 good. Alright, this one's gonna get these guys right here. I should just do all 5. I'll just do all 5. I don't have any with all of them set up. Skinny solder. Where's my skinny solder? Skinny solder, where are you? Ow! Fuck! Oh, son of a... I just bashed my finger into the damn drawer. Oh, shit. Stupid fucking drawers. Why is this not closing? Man, that hurt. I got my finger mashed between my chair and my desk. That poor little fingernail got mashed. Yeah, that definitely was better light. Maybe I'll drop it down to just 2 of those and put them across here. We'll see. We will see. I like to get a nice big piece of solder. Yeah, it's a little better now, delay. This is an IP camera. This is transmitting. And I tried using, actually, let me delete the other source because it's too slow. Yeah, there we go. That might speed up my stuff as well. Yeah, in OBS you can use a VLC video source and set it to a HTTP, whatever they call this video, RMTP stream or whatever. I don't know. But it's really slow. This camera's almost now faster than the delay on my webcam. Sometimes it's faster. But this is running through the browser and doing a browser stream. I don't know if the quality changes, but that other one plugin was just really slow. I'm going to tin one of these. Actually, I'm going to tin one of each one probably. Let's do that. Let's do the same one. And these guys have to go, where's the markings on this board? Bottom left. So that's the marking right there. And then these have a little notch right there on that corner. I don't know if you can see it. There's a little notch right there.
So this goes like that. So I'll probably want to do it this way. Oops, not drop it on the floor. Actually, you know what might be easier? I got these new tweezers. These are angled. They have a angle to them, so you can just hold them more naturally. You don't want to put it on top of the solder because it'll be crooked. I mean, it won't be crooked. It'll be crooked in the like the height direction, the Y direction. It's even kind of like your Z direction. You want to heat it and slide it in so that the other pads are not above the board. And just double check that you put it on the right way. I'll slide that back a little bit so I have room to get that pad over there. And these are the NeoPixel pads with the, it's got an extended pad. It's not as small. There's a, what, this right here? That's for bodge. That's a bodge pad. Let me get my... Gotta move that over. Plug in the chat window. This right here is the bodge pad. So like there's a pin with VCC, 3v3, ground, and then you can fit 0805 or 1206, you know, parts on there. So I just threw that on there, my revision 1 board, in case I needed to badly botch something. It's a bit off screen. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, this is definitely, this bracket's definitely loosening up. It's like sinking. Okay, interesting. There, the whole arm's moving. I don't think the whole arm's moving. It could be. No. Better? The angle's bad, I know, but I can't really do much about that. That's oh, there's my crotch. This is kind of just zip tied on here. I need to make a mount for it. Maybe if I drop it down and do that. No, that's as close as I can get. The way this stupid thing swivels, I need to remove it. It's the bracket that goes over the monitor, so I'm just kind of adjusting it. And it's not really good for supporting it. Is that okay? Yeah. Hey, Jeremy. All right, we'll just have to deal with that for now. Then I'm gonna have to build something or 3D print something that holds this webcam, and rip this bracket off and actually mount it on an actual axis that can come out and go down. Right now, it's on some homemade contraption. And I don't use a tripod. A lot of people ask me why I don't use a tripod. It's because I don't have the desk space for a tripod. Tripods take up a lot of space, unless you get like a really fancy one that has the. Oops. Let me cut that off before I keep hitting it. There's a zip tie I didn't cut off. It's just sticking out. Every time I move, I hit it. There we go. That's better. Yeah, I definitely need some lights on the side. Maybe I'll put 2 of those LED bars that stick out like a halo around the top of my bench. And then I'll have like a white box. Oh, so yeah, I was saying that's a bodge area. You can stick components on there. I think I have. Here, I'll show you. I don't know where I got the spacing for this. I looked online, some of those SMD breadboards, and I checked the spacing that they use, and it was like 90.96 and stuff like that. So you can do like if I had a bodge transistor on there or something, and you can. Oops, it just dropped something. Hope it wasn't a tiny LED. You can almost probably, if you had to, you could get away with putting a SOIP. Oh, put one of those on there. or like a extra capacitor across the bigger ones. See? And then you can just tack to it with you know, some of this bell wire. I don't know what gauge this is. 0.02 millimeter wire. So that was the idea there. I figured. Oh man, my finger really hurts. I really did bash it. It's probably going to turn black and blue. Man, I hate that. God, that hurts. Oh yeah? You getting back into streaming? That'd be cool. I mean, you think there's a lot of streamers out there, but if I watch a couple hours of video, I'm out of videos. Not streamers, I mean electronics YouTubers. I mean, there's the classics. So there's Dave and WAEW. I forget his call sign, but and there's some other non-related stuff. But Julian does some good stuff. Ralph Bacon does some good stuff. Charles does some good stuff, but it's few and far between. And of course, Bitlooney, but I mean that's kind of out of the scope of many people. I mean, doing video on ESP32, it's just craziness. Oh no, let's get on there. This is my method of getting components to go the right way. Just drop until they fall the right way. I never use a sponge. I always use this stuff. The gold. I mean the brass. It's just does a real good job. Yeah, there's not that many, and I can understand why. It's a lot of work, and you don't get things done as fast as if you were streaming them. Oops. Another reason I like these tweezers, they have textured grips. Like if you use, I have some of these tweezers, which are a dime a dozen, and they're really good, and they're really sharp, and they're really precise, and they grab really good. But if you have something that's a little too heavy, or you're pushing against something, they'll slip right out because there's nothing to grab them. There's no the surface is so finely polished. There's not that much to grip on the item. These actually have, these are made for, I think, gems. I think these are jewelers or diamond tweezers, so they're made to grip a little better. Oops. Oop, did I move that? I did move that. I'm a couple coffees in, so I'm a little shaky, especially on this edge here where I can't seem to get it straight. It's awfully close to that. I didn't think that was going to work. What if I do that? No, that's not going to work. I'm going to modify one of these cameras. I have some really good lenses. I think I'm going to buy an extra one on eBay or something. I'll see now. That's the problem. See, that's... You can't... Well, you probably can't see it. It's coming off the board. I need to fix that. Yeah, so what I did was I must have lifted it. Somehow. I moved it. I must have moved it when it was still molten. Yeah, I was starting to melt the NeoPixel. That's good enough. Actually, it's not good enough because I can't hit these pads on the other side. Yeah, I have like a shadow right here, so I'm having a hard time. There we go. If you get it to stick the first time, you might want to just stick with it because usually the second time you try to hit it again, you knock it all over the place. Yeah, it doesn't. Beer o'clock, huh? I don't even know what time it is. It is 2:45. I took off work today, so I'm just at home. I don't think I got up till 11 o'clock. I slept late. I was up late last night, just fiddling. OBS deleted all my scenes. I got everything set up yesterday and did a little stream, and then I opened it back up and all my stuff was gone. And I turned my backups off that day because it was taking too much CPU, and I had to recreate. Not it's not a lot of work, but setting all these up is a pain. Setting the CSS styles for the chat and all that stuff. And I have multiple scenes that I can switch between to I've been slowly building, trying to add up cut scenes and scenes for coding. I have like a scene that loads up for Eagle, a scene for my code editor, and stuff like that, and they were all gone. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to worry about that. Is the audio too loud? I see I'm peaking. Let me know if the audio is too loud. I'm hitting red a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't really gotten much into it. I'm just kind of just using video sources, and you can do a lot of cool stuff with overlays and like for gaming templates and stuff. If you had all the borders out there, and you can put custom borders around everything. It's not very it's not very advanced. You're still using transparent overlays. It's kind of hackish to me. So sliding these into the solder is half pushing, half letting it pull. If you push too much, you just go right over it. So I'm gonna try to hit these other ones now. Oh, why did I take an extra one out? Oh, the middle. I forgot I was gonna test the middle. Let's just do that one right there. And you don't want to put too much solder. You can touch it up later. Otherwise, it gets under your part and, like I said, raises it off. And don't let go too early because your part will not be secure. Oh shoot, I moved that. I didn't mean to break that. I hope I didn't break that pin. No, I don't think so. I think I just broke the solder. See, when you get it tacked, oh shoot, I think maybe I did mess that up. When you get it tacked, don't mess with it, because then you got to do it again and it's never the same. Like that NeoPixel was a little crooked. I wanted it to be straighter. I should just left it the way it was. It's not sticking now. What happened? Did I damage that? No, I don't. Rip pad off. Put a little bit more solder on there. I don't know what happened there. I should have just left it the way it was, man. Oh shoot. Yeah, this is where not having enough light. I usually work at this distance. My head will be like right here. My head's like all the way up here. So I'm usually like right. I have bad eyes too, but this is a shadow and I can't see it, and it's really a pain in the neck. Yeah, I'm gonna do flux in a second to help solder these other ones, but I'll see if I need it. I'm probably gonna because just you can't really get in there without melting the plastic. So let me hit this one and see how it works. No, I don't think I need it. So I'm just quickly getting some solder in there, and then I'm going to go back in and let it reflow under the chip, under the leg. And you want the heat to carry your solder, you know. And the problem with the NeoPixels is they will melt. But you know, because you can't really stick your whole fat tip in there, so I just kind of hit it enough to get the solder on there, and then just maybe add a little bit more, and then just hold it to get it underneath. And you'll see that bead just disappear. See, there's a bead there. Can you see that little bead? See that bead right there? It's probably on one leg, not the other. It's probably on one component, not the other. That's not a good joint. But that's, you just do that, get the solder on there, and then you can, you know, hit it again with just a little bit more solder, and that'll pull it in. And you don't want to, I'm going to put too much heat on that. Just going too slow to show you, I put too much heat on that NeoPixel. I saw it. I saw the heat go inside of it. But it should be okay. Sometimes it'll destroy them. These NeoPixels have been out. Did I get, what did I miss? I missed something. I didn't do this one over here. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I've never really done much streaming. I really don't have the equipment for it. I just have a webcam, and this is an old iPhone. Usually I just use my iPhone 7 Plus and record HD video, and then I have to edit the crap out of it, and you know, it only holds one video. I have to transfer the video before I shoot any more. So it's a real big pain. So I thought streaming might be cool because it uploads to the cloud, and I can edit it on YouTube. Lets you trim clips a little bit. It's not the best editor, but it's an option. I know Twitch is an option too, but I think it's only 720, which is all I'm about to be able to stream on this laptop. The computer's not very strong for streaming. If you can hear it right now, the CPU is going crazy. But I have to make sure everything's killed, and it's taken me a long time to get it set up. Only because I don't have a powerful computer to run it, because they're too loud. What did I miss? I didn't do these two over here at all. Gee. Somebody needs to keep track of this. I don't know what's going on here. I can't get that chip to... There's a little too much solder probably. See, that's not going underneath. I'm going to hit that with some flux. There might have been a little more, some solder left on my tip, and it put too much on there. That's alright. It should be okay. I suppose you could put, I've never tried this, but I guess you could put, I gotta clean my brasses. Any new brass, this is filthy. I'm picking up more solder than I'm taking off. Move it around. Get some fresh over there. There we go. Yeah, see, there's not a lot of space on this side, so I am going to flux that one too. Whoops. I buy a big thing of flux, and then I fill these little ones up just because they're easier to use. Get in there, and this, I keep this out. The rest of it stays in my fridge. Same thing with solder paste. Just use these little 5 mil. I think it's a 5 milliliter syringes. I have some 1 mil too, but I think they're too small to push, you know, thick stuff like that. So now that I have flux on there, the solder should go right where it needs to go. I've started putting a little too much on there, but it should be okay. Oops. Piece of brass grabbed my... I probably have my soldering iron too hot for SMD, but I like to get in and get out, you know? Yeah, that's probably a little hot. I have it at 700 Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is. Celsius, but I think I did them all. So, oh, I didn't do that one over there. Let's see. So there's only one way to test this. I should update the code first for more pixels. But oh shoot. Oh, did I stop that? I hit the button on the thing. I have a little power cube. It's got a power button on it. It's a touch switch, and I hit it. Oops. Okay. Well, let's make sure they're all the right way. Alright, and we will program it for... Oh shoot, can I program it now? Oh no. I can't program it. Oh crap. This is a problem with my programmer. It doesn't support components on the back. I didn't create a version that works for this yet. I just got taller pogo pins, and I'm going to make cutouts and... Oh shoot. This should have OTA on it. It should have OTA running on it though. Problem is, can I find the IP address? Let me go to Code Monkey mode and see if I can figure out the IP on this. I probably need to scan my network, huh? Oh wait, it should have a MDNS set up. I need a program that monitors my network and tells me when devices were last added. Start putting MAC addresses. Is the MAC address written on the ESPs? No, they are not. Or, you know, something hard-coded. Poopy Doopy 5? Looks like somebody's got a Wi-Fi access point called Poopy Doopy. It's pretty funny. Let me look at my code and see what the host names are for these. I forget what I wrote. I might as well create a new
Hmm. No, that doesn't really work. What if I do like that? I don't know. What I had running on here, I think it's this one. OTA. Which one am I using though? Okay. So we will do number of LEDs is 8. Oh, sorry, 9. I already have definitions for that. They're all messed up though. Alright, so what was this? Yeah, it's that one. Alright, let's see if OTA works. Take care, Jeremy. Thanks. Sorry, I didn't realize you were leaving. Come on, come on. Why is it still compiling? Jeez. Oh, it's compiling real slow because OBS is streaming. Look how slow it's going. I almost need a machine to send off. Come on, come on. Please work, please work, please work. Don't crash. OTA is always a gamble. Waiting for device. Oh, it worked. There we go. Look at that. Cool. All right, so we'll go back over here to that. So basically, the concept for this is I have this one case for kind of testing it. Of course, it's probably not going to go in there with these standoffs. Right, so there's a
really hot spots because it's not diffused. But so this is so I can test. You know, I have 4. You get some hot spots in the corner. It doesn't look as bad on camera, but you can see how the distance relates to the diffusion. Right, so we do something like, oh, wrong one. Well, that's a good example. Something like that. That's much more diffuse. So it was basically, jeez. Sometimes these cases fit too good. So another option is to flip it, you know, to use the back only. Of course, it's probably not going to go in there like that. I need to adjust the locations of these standoffs, because if I have a component that it hits, it's a problem. Figure out what it's hidden. Whatever. I'll just do it like this. I haven't made a case for upside down version yet. Get in there. There we go. Alright, so now if we do 5 LEDs, it might be a little bit better. I don't know, I haven't really, yeah, see the diffusion's much, I don't know if you can see that, but it's, well, you still see the hot spots, but it's a little better. And I can always compensate, dim the outsides, and increase the brightness in the middle, and try to even that out. And I'll show you with like a bigger one, the farther you are from the LEDs. Is really the only way to get rid of the hot spots. And again, they're not as bad on camera. See, there's like no hot spots there. But that's, you're talking about a case that's 10 millimeters bigger than your board. So I gotta figure something out. I was gonna make another board where they're smaller, but we'll see. Yeah. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I haven't had them working on both sides. So that was the idea with this. 4 on the front, 4 on the back, or you can do a jumper and none on the front, and 4 on the back, or 5 on the back. So I was thinking I can probably make a really cheap version with just the 1 neopixel, and then you could like light up a little case with just the 1 neopixel. In fact, let me try that right now. I'm going to try that right now, actually. See what happens when I have 1 neopixel. So we're going to let's see, what am I doing here? Rainbow? Rainbow solid? So we're going to change this to set pixel 8. No, I don't have a set pixel. It's a strip dot set pixel.
Is it 8? Yeah, because it's 0 index, right?
And we'll see if that works. I might, when I have a version that I have an idea what to do, what what I want to do with. I probably will Tindium. I might Tindium just boards only or as projects. I don't know if I'm going to be printing cases for them. This enclosure I kind of modified from Thingiverse, so I have to make an official one from scratch so that I can commercially sell it. Because I just wanted to steal someone else's idea and see how these interfaces work. But now I know how to use Fusion. I'm going to create my own enclosures. But the idea is that really you can buy this board and use it for anything you want. You don't need to use it. It's not really this. It's whatever you want to use it for. Props. And of course, I still got to write. Is there an error here? What is this? What is this? What? Set pixel. Is it set pixel color? Shit. Whoops. All right. Yeah, so if you want to use it for props or whatever, So I thought about when I redesign it, maybe I'll put a little header that you can output to NeoPixel strips, but it's not really a NeoPixel driver board, It doesn't have a buffer and high power. So it's more like a little tiny trinket that you can make lights and sound real quick. And I'll probably have a web interface where you just go in there and you can set some animations and set some alert sounds, and then of course you can tie this to APIs. So the real idea is that you just you make something that sits somewhere and checks an API, and when something happens, it does whatever. So I'm probably going to create an Octoprint monitor that I can just move around the house. Put a magnet in the base of this, and you can just put it on your fridge or something. Weather alerts. Just whatever you want to do. That was kind of my idea. I mean, all right. So I just OTA it, update it. Once it does the test, it should. It's gonna connect to Wi-Fi. Oh wait, why are they all on? Why are they all on? Maybe it's. Oh, I'm not. I'm using a different one. I'm using this one. Why am I using that one? Shit, I'm using the wrong example. So I haven't decided. Basically, the short answer is no, I haven't decided yet. Because I'm probably not going to open source it, just because I don't feel like doing it. I'll open source the software in the library I make for it. But I don't think I'm going to open hardware the design. It's just I don't feel like maintaining it. It's not. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'll just throw it up there with all support. When you open source something and post it, people start expecting support on it for some reason. People are weird. It's like it's not going to be maintained. It's going to be released. I'm glad OTA is working, so I don't have to plug this up to any programmer. Oh, I better turn my. There we go. So now just the one's on. So let's see what that's not bad. I mean, for one NeoPixel, that reduces your cost by 3 NeoPixels. Yeah, you really need to come up with some kind of diffusion method for it, though. Oh, where's my chat window? Sorry. Yeah. I do enough. I think I do enough open source stuff that I don't need to worry about releasing everything I do. I'm a firm believer in it. I just, you know, not something I want to deal with. Looks like you can get some decent diffusion, just one pixel. I mean, if I, oh, well, shoot, I just turned the power off for it. It's tied to the same outlet as my lights. Let's try this. I'm like, why did it turn off? Yeah, it's just, it looks much better in person, which is that's just what 1 pixel. So that's kind of the idea of making this is how cheap can you have a little device that makes sound and light, and I can make it cheaper by not including any of the lights. And you know, this button can be a reset button or a, you know, reset button or a GPIO input, and you can have the case have a little tab and you can push the button by tapping the case maybe. Yeah, LEDs never show up good on cam. They're very hard to photograph. They're very infrared. Yeah, like that spot is like, wow. It's really just like a little glow. It really looks like, to me it looks like that when you see that. Look, it's got like concentric rings. I think the color gamut's just not good enough to me. I see like that without that dark ring. You know, it doesn't have that contrast the camera picks up. Well, let's see how this looks in the oh, is that the one I dropped? Shoot, I bet it is. Oh, there it is. No, look, it shines right through the silver. I got to get rid of that delay with. Yeah, I mean that's not really bright. That one LED is not. Not going to work for something like that. But I mean, if you just want a little light indicator somewhere, that's good. Of course, you can always encode, just do it like I just did. But another thing that's cool about this is you can put it like this. Oh, let me fix the example first. We'll go back to code. This code is just, I gotta make a library for it. Right now it's just a big old mess. Like for example, we're gonna do it's all different kinds of stuff we'll do in here. I put handle OTAs everywhere because I'm not using I'm using a blocking. All my light things are blocking at the moment. I haven't made them not blocking. We'll just turn all my tests on, huh? And see if I can find that. Yes, I thought you could have like a. Oop. I'm probably not going to use this anymore. Have like a tower. I'll move that while it's. You have like a tower LED that you put that in, and it would shine out both sides. You know, like a. That's just like a light, like a garden light. So you can build a vertical tower and then have it, you know, have it light out like a beacon. Control reach. What did it say? Why is it giving me errors? Weight was not declared. Oh, it's a comment. I gotta fix that top and bottom. There we go. Upload, upload, upload. Hope it works. This thing's taking forever to compile while I'm streaming. So CPU's just iron's still on. It's getting dirty. Put some solder on it. Whoops. That's what it does. That's what I made it for. There you go. It does all kinds of crazy stuff. I don't know what the pattern is. Woo! I don't know what I set up there. That doesn't seem right. Yeah, so if you had it standing up, you know, some kind of enclosure, it would emit from, you know, every direction. So I guess you could do it like that was another thing. You could do like a cube and have two lights, two separate indicator lights. You see what I'm saying? You kind of get it. You kind of get the idea right there. There's some more sound tests. It's just frequency tests. It's just gonna do its thing. Alright, come on. Sounds like a Q-bird or something. Yeah, they're really loud. Although one of these is louder than the other ones, and I don't know why. I'll show you in a second. Is it done? I put like every demo on. Yeah, it's done. I'll show you what the difference is. Something's wrong with, I think, with that one. Oh, I have volume. See, you hear how low that is? I have volume limiting on. You hear how loud that one is? I want them all to be that loud, but there's something. I think there's something wrong with this piezo because I've checked the values of all the components, And I cannot figure out why that one is that loud, and this one you can barely hear. And this one, well, that's the way it's supposed to. I think I have this one muted. I have a volume limit on that one. But yeah, this is a good approximation. It's not the same piezo, but kind of does the same thing. Let me see if I can OTA this one. I don't know what the IP is going to be on that one. Uh, 46 IP. All right, so we'll just try to upload to this one and compare. I was testing some rotation, like sirens, you know, to see if I can get 4 LEDs to indicate motion. It's kind of hard because it literally just flicks back and forth. You're not. So I'm thinking about maybe adding some kind of easing, like a tail, to make it kind of go in a direction, and then you can kind of make it like a. I don't know. That's what I've been playing with, seeing what kind of animations I can get going with just 4 LEDs. Kind of hard. All right, let's see how loud this one is. Pretty loud. Get out of this enclosure. This is pissing me off. Goodbye. See? Much louder. I don't know why. Maybe because... Wait. This one doesn't have an LED on it. This one only has the NeoPixel. That's how it's supposed to sound. I don't know why that one's so loud. You know? I haven't figured it out. I've measured everything. But I just got some more buzzers so I can swap them out and see if it's... Maybe this one has a different capacitive load on it, or maybe there is something wrong with this transistor. Maybe one of these... I mean, the values are the same. Maybe the diode's bad. I tested everything, though. Loud. This one, still pretty loud, not as loud. That one almost sounds like it's clipping. So we'll play this one. So I can do 8-bit PWM sound pretty good. You can connect it to the RX pin, the IS2 pin, and you can get like really good audio out of it. Not good. Okay audio, like actual wave PCM audio, but it's very, very low. You need an amplifier. I just have a transistor on this board. So I can drive them at 5 volts. So that's the kind of idea. I thought I'd make the board, then come up with some use cases for it, and then not market, but offer those as ideas. What, like a couple things you can do with it. Like here's it doing this, here's it doing that, here's it doing that. Here's another idea I had. So like that's the wrong one. Well, that'll work, I guess. So, well, that's the wrong size. Do I have one? Jeez. It starts to get annoying. Right, so let me show you. I keep hitting this thing. I'm gonna bash my finger again. I would think if they were damaged, they would get quieter, not louder, but who knows? Oh, wrong one. So another idea would be to have you know, an LCD. Oh, it's the wrong way. Oh shoot! I kind of wanted to show you how that would. That's the wrong way. So, okay, you got that and that. Right, so there's your device, right? You got an LCD screen, it shows you a little information. Oh, jeez. I had this worked up before. That's why I have all these holes in here. So then you have like a little cube. This isn't working. I need to mock this up again because this is it. So you have like a little cube that has an LCD on top or in front and lights up. That was kind of the idea there. And this board will take that size and that size. You know, that's actually one of them. This is actually one of those. One of my boards refashioned as some kind of device. So, and then you can have the lights on the other side or whatever, and they would shine down into a little box. So the whole base would light up. Or you could put it in acrylic and the sides would light up. It would shoot LEDs out the side, kind of. So, kind of cool, kind of cool. So that was my idea. I always wanted to put an ESP in a little project, and then have some lights, status lights that wash out from the bottom. I thought it was kind of cool. It's always it's kind of cool effect. I've always played with LEDs in like stacked layers and dark and light, and glass and aluminum and stuff like that. VU meters but this is just cool because you can hook a sensor up to it, and one of them's already got a LM75 on it, temperature sensor, and and you can just do it like this one. I didn't put any LEDs on this. This is just got sound, and I'm going to put a sensor on it, and it can send alarms. And I'll use this to check, I don't know, my plants, water, put a water sensor on it, or something like that. And just use it as an alarm, and with Wi-Fi. I can turn Wi-Fi on now and then and upload something, or send an alert, or throw one in my mailbox, and have a vibration sensor on it. It's just kind of like a little ESP platform that's not really a breakout. So that's why I want to redesign it, make it a little bit smaller. Just so it's a little bit smaller to fit in, cute little enclosures with a battery, maybe even. So that was that idea. So we'll get back to this now and put all this stuff back. And what time is it? 3:30. I'll stream for a little bit more, and then I'm done. Put my iron back on. This camera's getting really hot. And we'll go back to this one. And I said I wasn't going to put LEDs on here, but now I'm going to. Because I want to test these yellow ones. I'll just do the same thing I just did. These ones, I think I will hot air. Cool. Actually, I'll turn my iron off. Actually, I'll leave it on. I might need it for touch-up. Alright, so this one I am going to hot air. How am I going to do that? That's why that new nozzle will come in handy. Problem is, how do I get it on? See, then I can just hot air without being in the way of the camera. I'll just have to move it out here a little bit, I think, when I do it. Yeah, I'll just do that. I just usually do this. Stick some paste. Sometimes I use a toothpick usually, but I don't have one up. I think I have one inside. I don't think I have one on my desk. We'll just try to use this for now. Oh, now I need that marker back. Yeah, I'm gonna swap that out and see, or I might just assemble some more and see if another one does that. I've even set a couple breadboards up with those, and I couldn't get any of them, even by switching out components or taking components out, because this has a backfeed, anti-parallel diode on it, and a base transistor, transistor base resistor. So I thought maybe the values were off. Maybe they weren't. The precision was wrong, or maybe there's something wrong with the transistor. So I've swapped a couple things out, and it didn't change anything on that other board that was loud. I could not figure out what the deal was. I still haven't figured it out. I've even put it on my scope. I was watching the charge on the thing. So the problem with this is I can't get the paste to really stick. Doesn't really want to come off this. That's why it's really why it's better to have a toothpick. It wants to stick to this plastic more than it wants to stick to the board. It's kind of annoying. Let me go get a toothpick. All right, I'm back. Yeah, it works much better. I wonder if I should just put one of these on here. Because what if they're just regular LEDs, not programmable? There's a little too much over there, but I'll fix that up later. Problem with solder paste is you can't get a good amount. It's either too little or too much, and just the way it sticks, it won't clump in an amount that's the right amount. You know what I'm saying? It won't come off. You know, it wants to stick. It wants to stick to whatever you're trying to. There might be a trick to scuff these up, maybe to get it stick better. You don't want to put flux on it. Sometimes I'll mix flux with it to waken it up a little bit. Depends on what I'm using it on. If I'm using it on a dirty old board, I'm reflowing. But you don't want to do that because your part will float. Your part will actually float on the flux and slide around, and then you're screwed. It'll come off the pads if possible. Usually it'll be okay, but then you get flux into your device that you can't clean. You see, it won't get on there. That's not enough. That's not enough solder paste, and then it's getting everywhere. There we go. And that's probably too much. It's hard to clean up. Okay, so that's that. I wonder if I could use this, use my manual pick and place method. So I bought these little, these are for grindstones, I think. They're Japanese. For bedazzling, I guess. They're just like these little wax. The ones I bought were clear. These are white. I guess they just sent me whatever. I wanted the clear ones so you don't accidentally get white on your stuff, but I don't know. Maybe it was just a picture. So let's see if that works. Nah, it probably won't work on that surface. It works really good for resistors and stuff. See? Check it out. Low tech, man. It's a super low tech. Don't tell me you can't do SMD, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even using tweezers. Whoops. I like this. This works really good. Let me know if there's anything wrong with the stream. Let me know if it's working. It says, looks good. No drop frames. Oh, I think I need one more. That's way too much solder paste right there. So you can't even get it off when you want to. Make sure they're all in the right direction. Yep, they're all on there. So you like that? Yeah, I was like, ooh, this is cool. Because I was like, I'm not going to build a vacuum suction thing. That's just too much work. And they're like $30, and the cheapest, crappiest ones, and they're garbage. So I was like, oh, let me buy these little sticky things. I found them when I was looking for pickup pens or something like that. And I was like, how could that possibly work? How could a little pencil pick things up? It's like a tacky wax kind of. It's so cool. And I think they might make different kinds, like different stickiness. Yeah, it's like a makeup pencil. It's literally probably what it is. But it's like this wax that doesn't really. It's kind of almost too hard to come off. Like you can't. You can draw with it, you know, on this rough surface. But if you try to draw on a smooth surface, it doesn't really. It's a very strange feeling. But it feels like a colored pencil, like a waxy colored pencil or makeup pencil. And of course, you probably wouldn't use a makeup pencil because it's, you know, you don't want dark colors on your, you know, that might have pigments in it. But yeah, they work really good. I bought two of them. I didn't even sharpen them right. I just kind of hit them with a razor. If you sharpen them and probably get a nice point, you could probably pick up real small stuff just using the tackiness. But yeah, I couldn't believe it worked when I got them in the mailbag. All right, let's start here. I got it on pretty low. Yeah, I shouldn't blow them around too much. 330, and I'm just gonna pull the board out a little bit so I can just warm the whole thing up like this. See the way I have to block it? If I had this guy. Okay, damn, it's already hot. Oh shit! Damn, I was gonna squeeze that on the tip and see if it'll hold. Fuck, that's hot. Damn, that got hot fast. Or maybe I was holding my finger. It's still hot. Holy crap, that got hot fast. Maybe I had my finger on the front of it. Maybe I went like that. I think I went like that, and the heat hit me right in the finger. I'm just gonna warm up the board a little bit so it doesn't get crazy. Looks like those things are melting. I'm just gonna get in here and hit these ones so I don't melt anything else. You'll see it start to glitter. It'll glisten a little bit before it reflows. First it turns like a really dull gray. See it? And you want to keep them all liquid so it moves around. Can't see that. Can you see that? Alright, that one's done. Probably do it like this so I can get both sides without moving it. See it start to glisten? And it's going to start to reflow. And you kind of want them all molten for a second so that it moves in position. Or else it could pull off one of the pads. Not pull off the pad, but move off the pad. Another thing I found is if this board is... Shit, that's fucking hot. Burn the shit out of myself. Normally I don't touch things like this, but... Sometimes I find that if the metal is too close to it, it'll absorb too much heat, and it won't reflow. It takes forever when you burn your stuff. Man, I burned the shit out of my finger today. Can't believe how far that heat travels across that board. think that one soldered. That one looks a little weak on that side. Yeah, see, this is having a hard time because it's near that metal. Alright, I think we're done. Man, put the shit out of my finger. Actually, no, I didn't burn the shit out of my finger. That's where I burnt it the other day. That's why it hurts so bad. I'm like, why is it so sensitive? I touched my hot end on my 3D printer and burnt the crap out of my finger. There was a little white circle for a while. It's actually gone now. But I just burnt the same exact spot. That's why it hurts so bad. I'm like, wow, it wasn't that hot. Alright, so let's look at this and see if it looks good. There's a little too much paste somewhere. It's got this big bubble right there. You got some solder balls on the side. Not a big deal. We could just, just knock those off. Knock those solder balls off. That's the only two. And usually I'll get like a brush and just... Ooh, even that's hot. So I really need to get that out of there and put it on some metal to cool down. That's very hot. It's super easy, and this is like I really shopped around, and I think I got it for I don't know, 40 bucks, 50 bucks. And it's not the cheapest, crappiest Chinese one you can get. It's one of the nicer ones. I opened it up and it's not any of the ones that have the bad wiring or anything like that. This is an actual Yihua. There's some other weird brands that just are rebranded. But the only two that are like pretty much legit are the Aten and the Yihua 858D. And I just looked around until I saw one that looked nice, that had good reviews, and then got it on eBay. And I kind of gambled. It could have been a crappy one, but it was pretty good. It came with the extra heating element. But I mean, if you get a bad one, it's not really bad. It's 45 bucks. You buy another one. The amount of time it saves you is... If I knew it was that easy, I would have bought my hot air gun before I bought a Hakko soldering iron, because it was 100 bucks. And I would have went straight to SMD, and I even just kept my old crappy plug-in iron. I got one of those $50 USB ones. Alright, I guess we plug this in and see if it works. Cross his fingers. I don't know how you program these. I'm assuming they still use the RGB bits. They just don't show the other channels. Yeah, look, they're like a warm white. Oh wait, did you see that? Did you see that? You see the move? There's two dies in there. There's a warm white and a cold white die, maybe? Yeah, that's nice. Nice white. Did it look like 3? there be 3 dies? Why is it not playing the music? Oh, I didn't reprogram this. So why is it not fading the colors or doing anything? Looks like it's time to start Googling. So it does R, G. Oh, you're right. It does do 3. Maybe it's just 3 white dyes, so it gets super bright. Yeah, as far as I know, they're not RGB. They're just one color, RGB. I mean, one color RGB controllers, WS2811 controllers. I think. I don't think they have an A channel. So they're probably just wired up the same way with just one color. Yeah, I think it's the same exact thing. They just put 3 white dyes maybe, or 3. I mean, why would they put 3? Just so it uses the same. So that means if I put these on full white, they should be really, really bright. They're pretty bright. See, I was thinking maybe there were different colors, but from the look of them, they don't look like they have segmented. They're not segmented, where if you had a dual color LED, you'd have a segment. They have a cool white and warm white. These look like it just has 3 white dyes on it, which is really strange. If that's the case, that means you would get more than 255 levels of gray, because you can just bring the brightness from 1 dye all the way up to all 3 dyes. These are really interesting, and they're a very weird color. I thought they would be a little warmer than that, like candlelight. So let me do, I'm going to slow down. I'm going to turn all this stuff I just turned on off. Turn all this music off. Turn that off, turn that off, turn that off. Turn the rainbow off. And we're going to just put the, let me switch this over. Yeah. I'm going to have to put a filter on it and drop it down and see what it looks like without blinding me. Actually, I could probably use my camera. Let's see. Oh, well, that's not going to work. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. It's just flooding, washing it out. I'll have to drop the dimness all the way down. Alright, so I'm going to change this programming here and do a, where's the, alright, my Neo test is this one. So we'll do, we'll change this to 1 second each, with a 1 second between each. Oops. And we'll do
full white. And then we'll add a delay on the ends of like 10 seconds to look at it. And then we'll change this to get just white. And we'll upload it. And I think this is, I forget which one this is. Are we still on the same? Yeah. No, this is a different one. Shoot. Oh, it should work. It's just got the same host name. I think I put the same host name on all these, so when I plug them up, I can OTA them. All the same. These are very interesting. I like them. They had them in different colors: warm white, cool white, neutral white. I really want the ones that you can set the color temperature. Those are really cool. They're a little bit more expensive though. Come on, upload, please. What's it say? That IP is wrong. That IP is wrong. Alright, let's try this one more time with the right IP address. Well, I should just put the host name in there. Chair's stuck. Come on. No. Error. Not found. Failed. Oh, took that long to time out. Jeez. I'm gonna have to have a separate machine for streaming because it. Wow, I'm gonna have a problem using Eagle on this computer probably. It's too slow. Look how slow this thing is compiling. And why is it compiling again when I just compiled? I gotta fix this code, this IDE. Holy cow, this takes forever. Let's go already. Yeah, it's got 3 white cobs in there. Damn. 1, 2. Oh wait, that looks a little different color, doesn't it? 3. The last one is full bright. Look how bright that is. Interesting. I'm gonna have to hardwire these USB ports on. That's annoying. I want the outlets to switch off, but not the USB ports. Interesting. I don't think I see the second one. There we go. No, I'm only seeing 3, and there should be 4. The first wipe is red. First wipe is red, then green, then blue, then full white. I have no idea. I bought them on eBay. God damn, that's bright. Jeez. Holy cow. It's super bright. What do I have? Do I have any kind of film? What about diffuser? No, that's not going to help, really. I really just need a black film. I can't see. I'm seeing spots. Yeah, I see it move around. Yeah, it looks like just RGB dyes in the same places they always are. They just move around. That first one from R to B does, R to G does barely move. But if you look at a NeoPixel, two of those dyes are on the same. Whoops. Two of the dyes are on the same pad, and then the other one's over here. So it's probably red and green and blue. I don't know if you can see that with this blind ass light in here. But shoot, that's bright. Damn. Yeah, you kind of can't see that. See it on here? It's another reason I wanted to have another camera that was set to full high zoom that I can just hold things up to all the time. Yeah, see, you can kind of see it. There's two. So when that first one comes in, it moves just a slight bit, and then the third one goes, whoop, jumps over. So I think it's the same exact thing as a WS2812 with just 3 white dyes on it, which would mean that you can get how many levels of brightness is that? 4096? I don't even know. That's 255 times 3, I guess. Right? Because you can 0 to 255 on each of the 3 bytes. And you'd see a little bit of a a brightness increase when you start bringing up the second. It might jump a little bit. So I might make a smooth transition from 0 to 255 on one channel, 0 to 255 on the next channel, and then how would that work if I was doing it RGB? That would be fade up green, fade up red and green, fade up yellow. That's kind of strange. I'm trying to think how you would do it without coding it. I would do a fade to dull red to full red to full yellow, and then to full white. Right. And I have a fade script, so I can just do that. I can do fade from 0 to yellow, which is whatever, 255, 255, and then to full white. And then it should go across the entire range of turning on all 3 colors. Should I do it now? I'll try to find I'll post it later. I'll find it on eBay. Let's see. I mean, how would I do that? Just go do that. And then take out these delays. No, because this isn't a fade script. What am I doing? This is a color white. Fade. Fade step. Fade. I don't know if I got this working or not. Start color and color duration. Yeah, test white, breathe. Do I have to do a show? Whoops. So duration is what? I think duration is the. I wrote this and you think I'd remember what it does. Duration. Duration divided by weight times factor. Duration is the delay. No, it's the actual total delay and then divided by. I probably need to figure out my mic situation since Alright man, cool. See you later. Thanks for stopping by, appreciate it. I'm just gonna fiddle with this and see if I can get this to breathe across the entire you know, range. 765 levels? I guess. I don't really know. It didn't send. Interesting. Alright, fade. Delay, wait. Semi pixel. Show. So it does do a show. I forget what I did here. I copied this code from something else I wrote. Oops. Fade start color. Whoops. What should I do? Should I do it? Yeah, I'll just do from off to red. Duration. Yeah, that should be fine. 3 seconds for the all three would be good. And then fade from. Oh, I can do fade 2. Yeah, I can do fade 2. I forgot I wrote that helper. So just take these out. And so fade 2, 255, 255, 255, 255. I don't need that. Fade, oops. I wrote a bunch of NeoPixel helper functions a long time ago. And so I just have them in a... I keep meaning to write a library and put them all together, but I just keep copying them out. Just basic stuff like breathe, fade from one color to another, over max brightness limiters, like scalars. See, I mean, I can write a function with just 3 calls, so it should work. I think it'll work. I haven't tested this. Made sure this might not be the copy of the final copy of this code that I copied, so it might not work. I have a versioning problem. I got stuff all over the place. I got one file over here, one file over there. They're the same file. One's been updated, one hasn't. So I'm like, I start editing production files, and then it's like, which one's the final? I can't tell if it's doing anything. Shoot. I guess I need to signal a way to test this, huh? Oh no, laptop's so loud. Like, something's killing my CPU. Wow. Alright, let's see. What was I doing? I just forgot what I was doing. That didn't work like I expected it to, so I'm kind of confused. Why is it still stepping through when I don't have it set to do that? Oh. Oh, sometimes it's the stupidest, most obvious thing that your compiler won't warn you about. Like, fix your stupid functions. And it's probably not named that. Probably not named that. It's probably named this. We'll just do the fancier version. How about that? Well, I forgot to I forgot to call that function. I'm like, it's doing the same thing it was before, but I don't have any stepping in there. There's no color wipes in there. Why you no work? All right, we'll see if this works. Sorry, my chair's kind of squeaky. It's kind of annoying. So yeah, these are these
Let me look those up while I'm compiling. I should be able to pull up Chrome without crashing my computer. Maybe, maybe not. I am seeing dots everywhere. Ooh, those LEDs are quite bright. I guess I need to put the background on here too so that oh, that's why. This background's not what's behind. There we go. I did I've been wondering why that was not looking right. There we go. The chat was not set up right. Alright, let me look on eBay real quick. Did it do it? I wasn't watching. Oh, sweet. That is very cool. That is a lot of dynamic range that you have. You could probably do something really cool like fire flickers and animations on just a few pixels. Let me put this in a case. Put it in a bigger case. We'll go back to there. All right, I'm looking these up on eBay now, just so anybody knows what they are. I don't know when I bought them. Bought them a while back. I think I might have bought them a really while back, so I'm not seeing them. And I don't think I've posted that mailbag yet either. Bear with me, bear with me. I'm going to change this code to keep restarting. I'm going to fade it back down too, actually. Actually, that's what I'll do. I'll actually make it breathe. We'll delay it at the top for a second. And we will change this from... let's see, fade to fade to... we're going to fade back down to that. Oh, I didn't need 3 of them. It should be okay, right? We will get back on eBay and see. I'm trying to remember how long ago I bought those. I'll have this screen shared, so don't worry about it. I'll just want to find it. I'll let you know. It's still uploading. For some reason my ID is broken and keeps compiling, even when there's an upload failure. So it kind of takes a while if it fails once. Very annoying. Oh. See if it works. Up. Down.
I ordered a lot of stuff. I cannot find. Jeez, this wasn't that long ago, but I have so much stuff in between. Maybe I ordered these in 2018. Shoot, I probably did. Here's those pencils. See if I can share this, I guess. Share my monitor. Add a source real quick. I'm gonna do a window capture. Chrome. Alright, there it is. Two pieces, crystal rhinestone, pencil. Yeah, so we will delete that now. Actually, I'm going to hide this because I might find the other one. Why did it turn? I meant to set it up to restart. I think I'm homing into it. I think I want to find it soon. That's fast. It doesn't seem like 1 second. I set that to. Maybe I need to set it slower. This is them. So this is them. BTF lighting. They have a really good assortment, and they package their stuff pretty good. Usually they package their stuff in like I think it's them that package them in a Ziploc. Yeah, so it's so you got these, which I already have. I have these RGBW, and you can get them in any I got the warm white ones, so you can do like really crazy pastel colors. You get normal white, and you can do really good pastels. You mix your RGB and that normal white, and you can get really light colored, pastel-y colors. Warm white would be good for just turning off the colors and tinting a flame or something. Using the colors to tint to get a candle flame that's a little more realistic. But so I got these ones. So cool white, normal white, and I got the warm white. See if it says anything down here. There they are. So these are SK6812s. It says the warm. Which one did I buy? I think I bought the normal white. Let me check. Doesn't say. Why does it not say which one you bought? It does when you look at it in the list. I'm not going to show that. Let me go back. I'll double check, but I think it's the neutral white. Actually, I think I got the middle one. Come on, because I already have those other ones that are warm white. I knew what that color was. But yeah, here we go. Stop. The computer's kind of not cooperating. Yeah, so those are the color temperatures. 0.2 watt. Same exact thing as the RGB version. Yeah, nothing special there. So that's that. In case somebody was curious. Messages are blowing up. So that's kind of interesting. That means I can do a couple things. I could possibly it's a little warm. I could possibly put one of these in the middle on the back and then do RGB and then use that to use it as a different color when it's asleep or something like that, or when it's, you know, if you get that warm white, you could probably do a little candle or something, a little candle flicker or something. So that's probably what I'll start playing with next. I'm probably gonna get off here though. I'm pretty much done for the day. Gotta eat some food. My phone is still blowing up. So, well, hope you enjoyed it. You watched me hand solder. Where'd they go? Where'd the other board go? There we go. Let me get that over there. So this one? No, it wasn't that one. Maybe it was. No. Oh, there it is. I looked right at it. Jeez Louise. So I put these LEDs on the back of this one, hand soldered them. And I put these on the front. Highlighted them. Very sloppily. You can see there's way too much solder on there. Should probably touch that up. Oh look, those are almost professional. Much better. It's hard to apply paste when it won't stick to the... I gotta find a way to make it stick to the board so you can use tiny amounts. I've tried to extrude it through a small diameter... I just melted that. Small diameter needle, and it's too hard to push. See if it still works. Make sure I didn't burn nothing out. Yeah, it looks much better now. It looks like it was
Oh, that's bright. Cool. Back to this one. I think it's going to be fun to play with this now that I have lights on both sides. And I can just turn the middle one on, or I can do more animations with 5 than I could get going with 4. And I gotta cut these LEDs. Jesus Christ. These things really are loud. But they have to be loud because I'll show you. When you put them in a case, if you put them like inside of an enclosure, they're not as loud. See? But all you gotta do is put a hole somewhere. I was betting on the hole for the USB to be enough to let the sound out, or but I fit that so perfectly. I designed, I made the outline, and then by the time you put the USB connector in, it kind of blocks all the sound. So you really need to have like a little hole, to get a little bit more sound out, which is cool because you can control it, but you can also control it in PWM. So I'll let that play out, and I'll sign off. So we'll see you next time. I appreciate everybody hanging around, and it's just going crazy right there. Oh, it's doing a spin. You just really can't see it on here. Why does it come so fast, though? I must have changed the variable. There we go. It's supposed to be going like real slow. Yeah, I was testing some animations, siren, warning, stuff like that, and some easing, from one to the next, so that it creates some kind of fluid motion. And then I'm going to start working on what we can do with the different colors to make some kind of so use a fade too. It fades from color to color, but you could do them all like white and then have a color that kind of moves around. You should be able to do it with 4 LEDs as long as you can control the easing so that it looks like it's going a certain direction, not flickering back and forth. But I don't know. I have to play with that and figure it out. What looks best. That's the biggest problem, is figuring out how to get it to do things. Something more interesting than just, change rainbow colors or strobes. There's all kinds of strobes and sparkles and stuff you can do, which is just easy and cool. And they work with anything, but I want something that'll work with specifically 4 LEDs instead of a circle. And maybe you could do some, I don't know. Maybe you could do something. I tried flicking back and forth. It's pretty cool. I've seen flicker red and blue, like sirens. So I've just been trying to come up with different things you can do with basically like a 2-state animation. I don't know why that's going so fast. Oh shoot. Which one of these USBs stayed on? Oh God. Knocking everything over. That's still a lot of light, even though I turned the light off. This is just like one of the example enclosures I did. So you can see the purple power light and the blue status light. But I can turn those both off in code, so you don't want that when you have a color mixer. I need to turn those off. Turn the light off for you, and I'm going to sign off. Till next time.